Hey there, everybody. Today we're going to be making another holiday classic, which is going to be my loaded deviled eggs. These eggs are going to be so easy to make, but are so packed with flavor. A wonderful appetizer for any of your holiday parties. So let's get started. Now we're going to start by cutting our hard-boiled eggs in half. We're going to be doing it lengthwise to make for a really pretty egg. You can see they look perfect. And then we're going to set those aside. And we're going to do that to all 12 of the eggs. Oop. Now, I used pre-made, or should I say pre-cooked, hard-boiled eggs because, interesting little fact about me right now, I'm not feeling my best. I am recovering from pneumonia, and I have 3 fractured ribs. So if anybody can understand, wanting to get things done quickly and easily, it's me today. So I'm showing you how you can do it in the quickest, easiest way that's still going to be aesthetically pleasing and delicious. So we're back. I just finished cutting all of my eggs in half, and we had a little interesting egg pop up. So we have a double yolk, a little double yolked egg. So this happens when the hen is either really young in her productive cycle, or she's at the end of her productive cycle when she basically is having twins, if, it would have been fertilized. I just thought that was pretty cool and I wanted to share it. So now, this is still very much an edible egg, so we're going to go ahead and use it. We're going to add our yolks to a large bowl, each one of them. As you can see, it's kind of even made a little indentation in the whites of our eggs. So that one's going to be pretty cool to actually fill up, in my opinion. Or should I say these 2? Because each egg makes 2 little deviled eggs. This one is going to be very much yolk-filled. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill this bowl with all of my yolks, and then we're going to be adding in the other ingredients. So now that we have all of our yolks in our bowl, we're going to go ahead and smash them so that way they're as smooth as possible. We want them to be nice and smooth so that way all of our ingredients mix together very well. I'm just using the soft rubber spatula to smash everything down, and it's crumbling very well. It's not going to be perfect, but the idea is that you want it to be as small a crumble as possible. Okay, so now that we have gotten all of our egg yolks nice and crumbled down, we're going to be adding in our ingredients, which is going to be about 1/4 cup of our mayonnaise. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Now that we've got our mayonnaise in, we're going to be adding in 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard. I'm going to give that a good shake. Otherwise, it's going to be filled with like that weird juice that accumulates on top, and nobody wants that. Using 1 tablespoon of mustard. Then we're going to be using a 1/2 of a teaspoon of black pepper. And then we're going to be using 1/4 of a teaspoon each of our kosher salt. And we're going to be using a 1/2 teaspoon of our garlic powder. Now that we've got that all in there, we're going to go ahead and give that a good mix, making sure to get everything all nice and fully combined. See how that's already come together so nicely? Now what we're going to do, it changes things up just a little bit, is we're going to be adding in a little bit of our bacon bits. Now this is up to you, your discretion. It's going to be to your liking. I have a nice little hand, I would say maybe 2-3 tablespoons tops. That feels right. Measuring with love. And we're going to mix that in. And once we have it all nice and fully combined, we're going to go ahead and add this to our piping bag with our decorative tip. Be right back. All right, now that we have our pastry bag and our decorative tip all put together, what I like to do to make filling my bag easier is I put it in a cup a tall cup, and then I fold it down just like that. Make sure it's nice and open, and then we're going to go ahead and fill that pastry bag with our filling for our deviled eggs. I have 2 bags prepared for doing this just because there's probably going to be a little more filling than what this little bag is going to be able to do, but you can feel free to use the same bag. It's perfectly fine. I don't want to overfill the bag, and just because I don't want this to be crazy messy. So we're going to start with this. We want there to be enough room to twist the bag closed without any coming out of the top. So we're going to take our eggs and we're going to fill each one of our little egg whites. Oh, she's so pretty. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this to each and every one of our eggs. You can use whatever decorative tip you like. This was the one that I picked. I don't even know the number. I apologize. I will look that up and I will add it in the description for you. And then I will be back to show you how we are going to finish decorating our beautiful deviled eggs. And now for our final piece, we're going to be adding just a little bit of dill to each one of our deviled eggs to give it a little bit of color and just a little bit of taste of class. We want it to really stand out as being a very elegant little appetizer. So we're going to add a little bit of dill to each one of the tops of our deviled eggs. There we go. You just need a little tiny bit. Nothing crazy. And there you have it. We're all done making our delicious loaded deviled eggs. And as you can see, they are gorgeous. Now is the true test, the taste test. Let's grab one of these. Let's take a little bite. That really is delicious. So flavorful, rich and creamy. The perfect level of seasoning, along with that delicious little crisp little bite of bacon, make for a delectable appetizer. Let me know what you think. Are you team store-bought, or would you rather make them at home? Let me know in the comments. Bye.